Vigilance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Consumed by Fire by Anne Stuart, performed by Jill Redfield. For everyone who's been asking me for more ice books, here it is. Part 1. Beginnings. Chapter 1. Evangeline Morrissey sank down on the rock wall, hot, dusty, sweaty, and tired. Her legs ached from climbing the hills beyond the tiny Tuscan town of Cabrisi. She'd underestimated how far she'd gone, and the way back was daunting. It was early afternoon, but the sun was bright overhead on this hot spring day, and she leaned forward and rubbed her sore calves. She frowned at the sturdy sandals she'd worn. Usually they served her well, but right now her feet hurt, and she just wanted to find a place to curl up and sleep for a little while. Just a 15-minute nap out of the baking sun. Fortunately, she knew just where to find such a sanctuary. The Church of St. Anselmo was rarely used, a 16th century remnant of a once denser population in these hills. Surely no one would object to her presence. As usual, she wore a knee-length denim skirt rather than shorts, wrapped a shirt around her waist that she used to cover her arms, and had a kerchief on her head to keep her ridiculously curly reddish-brown hair in place. It was her standard costume, guaranteed to appease even the most fundamental of clerics, no matter what their faith, and had served her in Spanish mosques as well as ancient synagogues. While she'd been working on her advanced degree in medieval clerical architecture, she'd naturally ended up spending time at a lot of places of worship, and she'd kept the uniform ever since. She simply had to remember which places required her to cover her head and which didn't. The last bit of road approaching the church was steep, and her calves were in agony by the time she topped the rise. She stopped, momentarily startled. She'd never seen a vehicle in this place. Never passed anyone other than Father Francisco as he glumly paced the empty aisles. This time there were 3 cars parked beside the small church, a Bentley, a smaller, more discreet black Lexus, and a humble Fiat. Were some sort of officials having some kind of meeting about the fate of the church? Would they abandon such a beauty, allow it to be ruined by vandals?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?